Hey guys, my name is Anthony Ochiko, and you're welcome to the first episode of the Digging Dive podcast with Anthony Ochiko. On this first episode, I interviewed a former colleague who we work in the same company together. Back in 2022, this guy started a job as a rope access cleaner. As at that time, he was earning just 800 dirhams, which is approximately 217 US dollar. As at the time of making this video in December 2023, this guy is earning a whopping 7,000 US dollars on a monthly basis as a level 3 rope access supervisor. Watch the interview and hear the things that this guy did to attain to that level. Please stay to the end of this interview. My name is Anthony Rochiko. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more of.
Does that they say in our language they say the age why I don't fed your could it take small to leak a hot soup. So the guy take a little bit to move. You understand? But if you take the security guy now, maybe probably the company have drop out, or maybe he cannot earn more than that. That is end. I'm sorry, in that place. So that is how it is.
What would you say that has actually kept you? What would you say that actually kept you going in being a rope access supervisor, starting from the zero to where you are? What do you think? Is it like a passion? Is it like you like to explore opportunity like this? Because if you look at it, it's kind of something that is very difficult from the beginning. But what is it that has actually kept you? Because if you look, I'm very sure that there are a lot of people who started with you and they are no longer there. Like probably maybe one or two persons are still there. Even some they are still there, but they couldn't grow to where you are today. What is it that has kept you going? What kind of drive was that?
Yeah, for me, I took it as a career.
Yeah,
I took it as a career. I didn't take it as let me just earn money. No, I took it as something that can move me to where I want to go. I've seen it, I've viewed it, that is accepted in the whole world. There's if you have the certificate, you can go anywhere and work, even in Canada, even in US, even in UK, even in Australia, in New Zealand, because I've gotten job offer in these countries I'm calling to you now. I've gotten so many of them. They like want you to come, because they look into the experience you have gotten from where you have started, and then they know that no, this guy is too much. Just like when I got offer from EFS. I'll come back to EFS now. I didn't apply for a job in EFS. I didn't apply. They give my former company a contract, which we execute, but I didn't apply for a job for them. I didn't one day drop my CV to EFS. So I was at work. They called me. They said they are social company, EFS from social place there. They find my CV somewhere. I don't know. So though maybe LinkedIn, because my CV is in LinkedIn. That's where my spirit go. My mind goes there because I left my CV in LinkedIn. So they said they want to open rope access, and if I can, they are looking at a competent person who can do this, and they have checked my CV. I have what they need. Can I do this job with them? Then I was struggling to where I am. I was a supervisor then also where I am. I was supervising one company. But the payment was not enough. And then you're moving a little bit. And I said, okay, let me try. Initially, I didn't accept with EFS initially because the guy who has a company is a one-man company. He's just a friend. He has a company in Nigeria, and the story you have told me makes me to work with him. So I was like, okay, let's help him and grow the company. So he was not telling me that, look, we can work together. So I look at the money he was paying me, and what EFS now called me and said, how much are you getting? I didn't tell them. That's a mistake. That's a mistake people do. When an interview day, I will say it here. Whenever the interviewer asks you how much you're getting, don't tell the person. Ask the person how much you want to pay you. Even if you are pushed to tell, don't tell exactly how much you earn. Take it higher. Take it higher. Because if you tell him exactly how much you earn, he might put maybe peanuts. And before they can increase it again, it might take years.
It can take years. Exactly.
Yeah. So what I did, they called me on that fateful day. How much am I earning? I said, I can't tell you how much I'm earning. That was Sean called me. So
I know Sean Craster, if I'm not mistaken. His name is
Craster.
Sean Craster.
Yeah, yes, Sean Craster, yes. So I told him it's my personal thing. I cannot tell you
Yeah.
how much are you gonna offer?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was answering the call in confidence. He said, we are planning to offer you so amount. Then I was earning, I will tell you, then I was earning 3,200.
Mm.
And he was telling me, and we are gonna give you 7,000.
Mm.
So you can imagine he had doubled the money.
Yeah. Imagine
So
wow.
So I told him, first of all, I didn't accept it. I told him, no, let me go and think about it. He said, no. Can you come interview tomorrow? I said, tomorrow, I'm not sure. He said, please come. We need to see you. Our manager want to see you. That's Mr. Adam. Shamim. So
That's Shamim. Yeah, I worked with him for during lockdown. I worked with him with the disinfection team then.
Yes. So what happened? They booked interview. I went there. My brother, they have gone to Rata website. They have gone getting some information. What they are 4 of them. They brought a book, Santos Pataka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you may know him. He's a Secure Plus manager now. Sean, Adam, and one other guy. I think that's if I'm not mistaken, maybe Collins, the procurement guy, the old guy there. So we sat in the office. They started interviewing me. This one will throw question, this one will throw question, and how God works everything. The question they asked me is what I know already.
Yeah.
So I started giving them. In fact, I give them fact and figures. One of them was shaking head like this, saying, "No, we can't let this guy go." So after the interview, before I get to the lift, the office there, from the HR department to the office. Before I get to the lift, Sean called me that we have added another 300 from your money. We have seen that money is small, what we are giving you, and you want more than that. So we are putting 300 additional.
That's 7,300.
I'm telling you the gospel truth. So at the end of the whole day, I was like so excited. So they asked me that I've sent me offer, that I should sign the offer. I said, okay, I will think about it. He said, no, sign it, please.
You have to sign it.
The next 2 days, Adam called me. Adam called me and say, in the next 2 days, the offer doesn't stay more than 1 day. The same day, I never left the office. Adam called me, where are you? I said, I'm going. He said, please sign the offer, send to us. We need it as soon as possible. I said, okay, sir, I will sign it.
Yeah.
So what I did, I went in the evening time and printed it out. After 2 days, I signed it. I sent them. We are so happy. So at the end of the whole day, they started asking me to come office so that we can start preparation. Because HR is giving them, bombasting them with time. If they can build that building. So yet I'm not like, we're going to send you to Abu Dhabi. You're going to check the buildings we have there if you can do it. So when I signed the offer, I was working then. Then I told him, okay, I will close by 4. I will come. He said, no problem. They now assigned a driver for me to take me there to Abu Dhabi. And when those buildings, I saw it, I was like, what? They're not telling me the what do you call it? The HSC guy there who was in Australia now, Luis, told me that nobody have done these 2 buildings, these 2 projects. It's not 2 buildings, it's 2 projects. One got like 12 buildings, one got like 8 buildings, the other one got like 12 buildings. And they don't have reading point. The rooftop one is sealed. The other one, rooftop is sealed. So you cannot access to go to the roof. So you know how you want to do it. Nobody have done it before. This one, they said that nobody have done it. I said, let me think about it. So I do my analysis. I analyze everything to them. I do everything. They say, can you do it? I said, yeah, I will try. Because they said the previous company they brought, they didn't do it. And this contract was close to $1 million. So what I do, I went home, I think about it. I pray to God. I said, I need experience to do this. Even though I need more. So what I'm telling you, from when I started this job was 800 dirham. What I'm telling you, how a patient pays.
from the big, like your first salary is 800 dirhams.
800 dirhams.
And as at that time, if I could remember, as at that time, I think uh 1 dirham should be like, let's say maybe 38, 40
naira.
naira.
My salary was 30,000 naira then in Nigeria, 30,000 or 32,000, if I'm not mistaken. In Nigeria, that time.
Yeah.
And this is the amount. This is the amount I get in one trip. If I go business from Ondo State to Lagos, I'll get that money in one trip, under 1 week. So that's why I wanted to come back. But my uncle encouraged me to stay. So you know where I'm going. So now I'm not looking about the money now. I'm looking about where it's taking me to.
Yeah.
So that was how I took that money then. I signed with the EFS and then I started.
Before you go there, I think when it comes to a career like this, someone you're working, I think most of us, we are getting this still wrong, right? Including myself. Like a lot of us, we are not looking at what we are going to get from what we are going to be doing, the training, the experience, and the rest of it. We are just looking at the money that we are going to get. Everything
the money
about us, about all the money that we are going to get. But we are forgetting where. I remember my manager then in my previous company, he once told me, he said, this is what he said. You know, I was a team leader then in this company, and I was not getting, you know, the salary that was like team leader was supposed to be getting. Okay. And he was like, you know, we're working, and he called me one day, myself and my partner, who was also a team leader. And he called both of us. He said this thing to us. He said, if only you can learn this job. He said, learn this job. He said, when you learn this job and you are experienced enough, he said, you do not need to ask for the money. The money will just come on its own.
Exactly.
Like, the money will just come on its own. And it was true. And when I heard that was the day I think from that time to date, it's been 9 years already. I have never asked for increment from any manager whatsoever. I just go for training, and when I go for my training, I put in my best and everything. And at the end of the day, it just come.
So, like I told you, when I saw it that this job, because I've listened to people that have done it before me, that was what encouraged me.
Mm-hmm.
And where they have been, you see a company owner or a manager, I said, I've done this before. This is where I started. So those are the encouragement I picked up. So I'm not starting looking for how much are they paying me. They pay me. So in EFS, then I started with them. I went to site visit. I saw everything. I now note everything down, what I need down. The EFS is ready to pump money to do everything to make sure they secure that project. So they now start hiring people to give me. I tell them, no, I must be the one to hire. That was when you now see those guys in the accommodation. Then I hire all of them. I'm the one who hired them.
I remembered, and it's like some of them actually worked with you before. I think you said something like that. So you know their level of competence.
Yes, because I've worked with them, and then I've seen the job we are going to do. If you give me a person I don't know, a person who have never done the job before, you might not achieve anything.
Exactly.
That was what I told them. They now look into it. They say, he's right. They now drop up the people they want to give me. They say me, okay, you go and hire yourself. We need you to hire 7 people plus you 8. So I hire all of them. Then for procurement, I went to the market with the procurement. We bought the equipment, bought everything. Then we started. I already resigned from my previous company. So I was working 2 places. That time you see me in that operation, I work with that previous company. I work here. So the EFS then was pushing me to finish the contract with them, to cancel the cancellation, everything fast. So I can focus on EFS, because I work in the head office then. With this guy late, the Udi. Then we used to go office together then. So I went to I started with my own laptop then, start making the material
risk assessment,
and then method
everything. Method statement.
Yes, I was one who doing all those things then, doing it. So we do several times that I will give to this guy who was my HSC manager then. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Hamza? Mohammed Hamza?
Hamza, thank you. Is it Hamza? No, it's not Hamza. Yeah, Hamza, yes,
He's
Hamza.
Hamza. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
Hamza.
HSC manager. So at that time, I know him as the HSC.
So he will correct us some area. Then I will chip in road passes when I know, because then I'm not working at just like to get money. I'm working that time when I was in my previous company. I was working with the guy who's also have experience. So when he's doing those things, I used to go close to him to learn. So I use those things I learned from him then, and I apply it in EFS and it works.
Yeah.
Like putting those modules from road passes, putting them in the area and the appropriate place. So what I did, I will submit it to Etihad on the first time. They said we need to. We did it 3 times before we got it right, before they now approve it. So when they now finally get everything, they now move us to Abu Dhabi. They said I should start. Etihad was like, how is he gonna do it? This boy, people have come, Total Solution have come, other company have come that they cannot do it. How is he gonna do it? He said, okay, I should make a rigging. Let 2 of my guys jump on the rope and come down. They want to see the practical. It's not a small joke. The manager, they tell me all of them, our own manager, all of them, they are there that day. People were there. My manager was a little bit scared. He was telling me, please don't disappoint me. So I said, sir, don't worry.
You mean Adam Shamim? Adam Shamim.
Yes. Adam then was there. Luis was there, which is HSC. This manager, what's his name now, if I can remember, Abu Dhabi then, he has a white hair. I forgot his name. He was there then. So they were all there. So at the end of the whole day, I went to the roof. I made the rigging myself. I let the 2 of my guys jump down. So they went to the roof with us. They saw everything again. So before they could come down from the lift, those guys already on the floor waiting for them. They're like, wow, 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 wow. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. That was how we started. We started that time. We started the confidence they have lost before from EFS
came back. And that was how you guys sustained that project.
That was how we sustained that project. So in fact, what the EFS did that, and they took us out in, they pamper us. Then I told them, look, my guy is not gonna stay in the China camp. I want them to stay outside. They say, can't it done. Anything I say that time, they do it. And we have been controlling that now till God said it is a time to leave. So when I resigned, some people felt it. A lot of people, even some people. So I now
how many years did you spend in EFS?
Almost 5 years. 4 years plus, almost 5 years. Yeah, remaining 2 months to be 5 years.
That's incredible. So I remember then, I remember they were like, when I came, like you said, Udi, late Udi.
Yeah.
It was like, when I came, it was like, you are the first supervisor that EFS is employing. Because I remember when I checked, like the first African supervisor, then it wasn't long enough, then you came. I think that was when we started like setting the record for different, like they started putting Africans for management.
Yeah.
I remember that.
During that time, one of them don't really appreciate it, but majority carry the vote.
Yeah.
They just need to deliver. Who will deliver? Because clients have told them, if you are giving us somebody, give us somebody. I learned computer myself. I understand using computer. And those are the things. They now notice that they have a skills for that. And then what I don't have then was driving license. But God help me, I got it. Because that was they're actually looking for manager for road passes. But they look at it that way around. I'm a black guy and I don't have the driving license. So they not put me in the position of supervisor. So God helped me that time. That was 2022. I got my license. I bought a car. Then I was like trying to use my car at that time to make sure everything goes well. And thank God, God have helped us. We have been moving it till God said this is the time to leave. I saw it that this is actual time because they went and hired another person who came up showing that he didn't know more than. And that's the funny part enough. The guy they hired before I left was the same guy who worked in the company that rejected those projects before. When he now came, was asking me, how do you do it before? Because my company sent me to check that. I told them we cannot do that. There's no rigging point. How do you guys do it? I said, though you have, that's my experience. See, in our job, you might be 20 years in this job. If you don't put interest, you don't focus.
Yeah.
You like someone who just started, because it requires a lot. It doesn't matter how many years you have been in the job. If you don't know it, don't know it.
Let me ask for someone who is planning to go to Middle East country for opportunity like this. How would you advise the person to start? Because there's a lot of people, they have never traveled before, especially you are coming to a no man's land, especially you are coming to an Arabic country whereby you like, it is not like European countries or maybe US or the other places. How would you advise someone to start?
Yeah, okay. What I would say, if you're somebody who want to start something, one, like I said, my earlier statement, patience. You need to be patient, focus. You need to be focused. Then, don't rush. What mistake are people normally do? I would say, what are people normally do? They want what they will get that moment. That moment.
Yeah.
And they will feel like, this guy he just came yesterday. I started seeing money. And then you also want to start. No. The way God's Bible say our faces are different, so our matters are different. People don't know that. They know that they just want to belong. They want to let me make it tomorrow. What you need to do is someone who's just going there for starting a life. What you need to do is focus. First of all, ask yourself, can I do this? If you have that passion, you can do it. Don't do it and go back. Do it like I are doing it yourself. Give your whole self on it. Even though nobody sees you, God sees. God knows the way He elevates you. And God can bring somebody you don't know. That is how my own comes.
Exactly.
Don't do it. I say, they are paying me 500 dirham, 1,000 dirham. Is that I'm going to make? And another thing I used to tell people, don't rely on, if you know the job you're doing cannot move you where you want to go. And you have seen, like I used to tell guys, now you're doing housekeeping, okay? And this kind of job, you can climb, you can do this job. Save some money. You do know that I put some people from EFS housekeeping to this job. I put some people there, and I encourage them. I brought them, put them EFS for housekeeping. I told them, save some money, do training. That time, there were opportunity for them. I put them. I referred them. They took them. They transferred them from that job to this one. So now they have gotten certificate. That certificate is international as a career to them now. Yeah. And they're making money with it. So what you do,
talking about certificate,